Welcome back, y'all, and in this module, we're going to be creating this really cool application here called Motivate Me, and this is an API-driven motivational application. So basically what that means is the application is now going to be communicating with an API, and if you don't know what an API is just a way for us to communicate with a server from our application. So specifically what that means is all of these quotes that we're going to see inside the application, like this one right here that says, "Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great." This quote is actually not in the application at all. This quote is held on a server somewhere, and we're going to ask the server for this quote, and it's going to tell us what to show. So this will be our first little experience dabbling with APIs, and APIs are one of those things that you have to know to be a successful iOS developer. I'd say 90% of the non-game applications out there are going to use an API or communicate with an API of some sort, and even a lot of games will too. Make no mistake, there's a lot of games that communicate with APIs as well. So this is a really, really important feature, especially if you're ever going to work on an application that has any kind of login. Every login based application is going to have some form of an API that it communicates with. So this is going to be a really cool one. Basically the way it works is it's going to be pretty simple for the most part, but we're going to go for a clean little UI here, and we're just going to see a quote here with the text of the quote, a little picture of the person, and then the author's name below that with a nice little background image in the back. And then if we click next, we're going to ask the API for another quote, and it's going to respond, and we're going to show that one here. So the last little extra bonus to this application that we're going to play with a little bit is sending notifications locally to ourselves on the device. So basically what we use this for is if a user completes an action in the app or clicks some sort of button in the app and you want to send a notification to yourself or to that person after some amount of time, we can do that through local push notifications. So specifically the way this one works is if we click this little schedule button right here, 10 seconds later, this device is going to receive that notification, and it's basically going to say the name of the author at the title and then the actual body. So as we can see here, it says the Dalai Lama, and then it says the actual quote here, which is "Happiness is not something ready-made," yada yada yada. So we'll play with that a little bit, and then if we tap on that notification, it's just going to bring us back into the application. So we're going to play with a lot of little things in this application. I'm really excited for this one. You guys must think I'm a total dork, which is totally true. I'm a complete geek about this stuff, but this is really exciting. This is a really big next step in your career as an iOS developer. So I'm really excited to get started. I will see you in the next video.